Hola, hola, mi gente. Welcome to another episode of Wine and Chisme. I am coming to you from my parents' house today. So if you are watching, you will see a different background, but I'm with my girl who always got my back at the end of my
Bam, bam,
chisme,
bam.
Erika. Erika. How are you,
What's
Erika?
going on? I'm good. Hanging in there. This
Girl.
weather has me like all sorts of messed up.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm opposite because my parents live in Orange County and it's always, and they live inland and I live by the
Hmm.
coast. So it's
Yeah, yeah.
always like a good 10 degrees. So it was chilly and hazy in San Diego. So I'm like throwing some oversized sweats and a tank. I still am wearing my chanclas, obvio. That's definitely California girl style, right?
Sweater and chanclas,
Oversized
yes.
sweats, oversized sweats, a tank top and chanclas.
Yep, yep.
And then I get here and it's warm. It's so warm. So and I'm recording from legit the warmest room in the house.
Oh my.
So, yeah. So I'm trying to make sure that the mic is where I need it to be so I have the sound that I want. And ay, 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 because, I'm so used to I'm like putting together prescription boxes right now just so I could try and stack the mic higher to have the sound closer to me. Okay. Oh, there we
Oh,
go. Does that sound better?
yeah, it does.
Okay. Okay, good, good. So we've decided, Erika and I talked beforehand, and we
Yes.
decided our heads are continually spinning from everything that's happening in the world. So we just decided we're going to have a full chisme bitch session.
Yes, we're
Good, bad,
exhausted.
ugly. We're exhausted. We were like, you know what? We'll just talk how we normally talk on our normal
Yes.
conversations.
Yes.
No topics. We just will jump from whatever we feel like it. And you guys get to be a fly on a wall on one of our real conversations,
It's fun. It's fun. It's like a roller coaster. It's like a roller coaster. It
like
takes
our
you a
emotions
lot of
every day.
interesting places.
Do you have any wine today, Erika?
I was gonna say first things first, young
Right.
lady. I do. I have.
What are you
I'm gonna
drinking?
share. So I am drinking Apothec
Oh, I
red
like
blend.
Apothec.
I kind of like it too. I
I like
kind of
Apothec.
like it too. And I'm obsessed with the logo. It makes me feel very like Interview with the Vampire.
So
Back to
there
goth
you go.
days.
Yes. I didn't bring a bottle because there's usually always a bottle at my parents' house because my sister enjoys wine as well. And there wasn't anything out. And I was like, so I went in the garage and I got this. It's a 2019 Robert Hall Merlot from Paso.
Okay.
So I have never tried this. So let me smell it.
But
Ooh, it smells so good. It smells like dark cherries.
are you a Merlot girly?
I do like Merlots. In fact, when the first time I went to RGNY, you didn't come with me that time. I went by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I let my nephew, I was like, I'm gonna go to a winery. I know you can't drink yet, but yeah, I'm gonna go to a winery. And he's like, it's okay, I'll spend the day. He spent the day exploring New York by himself. I
Mm-hmm.
spent the day on a bus going to the Hamptons basically. It's like you have to take the
Right.
Hampton Jitney and it's on the North Fork of Long Island. So I spent my day that and I was tasting grapes and the grape, like just the raw grape that I liked the most was Merlot grape. And
Mm.
here's the thing, and we've said it before on the podcast, like with with talking to vintners and stuff. And Merlot really got a bad rap for years after the movie Sideways came out.
Yeah. I think we had this conversation
Yeah, we
before.
probably had this conversation too. And so it just got a bad rap, but I always enjoyed Merlot. So, salud. This is an
Salud.
RGNY. Speaking of, this is an RGNY glass. So, first things first, this morning, so a couple weeks ago, there was on Threads, I interacted with a girl. She was like, I need hair models, curly hair girls, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I had been needing a haircut because I hadn't got a real haircut since before my wedding.
Oh my
And
God. It's been a
yeah,
while for me. I have
it's been a
almost two
while.
years.
Well, the ends were looking, girl, the ends were so dead. And then I saw a tutorial on YouTube. So I trimmed and I probably cut like 3 inches myself. It looked better, but I was like, oh, I could probably use some
Hmm.
shaping. So I went and girl, you're telling me you want hair models, like freaking do something. I'm down, do something with my hair. But
Right.
again, it only was a trim. I had to tell her cut it more, but still it wasn't enough. So this morning I couldn't take it because I want my hair shorter. Like even, you know, so this morning I was like, do it again. And so I, with that tutorial again, trimmed
Hmm.
it and I didn't go in like, and I probably did like 3 more inches. So probably total in the last month, I've probably cut my hair like 8 inches.
Oh my gosh. I want to take off a lot of it.
I
I
mean,
keep on going back and forth. I'm just like, I don't know. Like,
I
do I
just
want to
needed,
like do it all the way up here? I might want to just get rid of like all
girl.
of
I mean,
this. Just
honestly, the ends do need for
just be
me.
done.
Yeah,
And it's like a weight lifted.
that's what it
It
feels like, and
really is an experience.
that's
It
why I
really
wanted
is.
my hair shorter. In fact, if I do actually want it shorter than what I have it now,
Hmm.
and it is still past my shoulders, but if I get it shorter, I'm like, this is the. I was telling my mom because she's like, "Oh, your hair looks good." I'm like, I cut it this morning myself. She looked at me, she's like, "Didn't you just get it cut?" And I was like, "Yes, I got it cut, but the girl did not cut enough because here's the thing." The front part of my hair doesn't ever get really, really long. Like, I think maybe the longest it gets is maybe like below, like
Hmm.
my collarbone, maybe is probably the longest it
Right.
gets. And I don't want to look like I have two haircuts. Well, because the front is shorter and the back was like so much longer, it looks like I had two haircuts. And it's something that always has annoyed me because to me, that is a telltale sign of somebody who truly does not know how to cut curly hair. If you cannot make it look like blend it in
Hmm.
together, and if it looks like it's two haircuts, then no bueno. So, we. So yeah, I was just I had to do it. And is it as blend like does the bottom probably need some shaping? Yeah, but I bet you in a week it'll grow itself out a little, in a couple
Hmm.
weeks and you won't
Hmm.
even be able to tell. I'm just happy that it's not so heavy right now because obviously look how good the curls are looking.
Yeah, it looks different though. Your hair does look different. I don't know.
Good or bad?
I don't know. It looks very full in the top, but then at the bottom is kind of
Well, it's because I had already done it. So, and then I cut it. Like I'd already put product in my hair, which I know you're not supposed to do. But
bow
I
bow, bow
but it was
bow.
annoyed, but that's how much it was getting to me. Like the inside also like doesn't have as much product and I didn't bring it. So I'm gonna have to just kind of
Hmm.
do it. I think after next week I'll after my wash because today was wash day.
Uh-huh.
So after I wash it again, I think I'll get a real indication of how it's really looking.
I know. I think talking about hair too, like I want to dye my hair. I was like so bored. This is what happens when women get bored. All of a sudden,
You
they
start
start looking for
moving
shades.
furniture,
Yes,
you start
furniture is the first one.
redecorating, you start like cleaning. That's the
I'm
cleaning
cleaning. You'll be right
everything.
behind me. I'm cleaning. I started taking things out because I want to see if I can sell stuff on eBay. If I can't, then donate it, whatever, but I need to separate it.
Yeah.
So now I'm at the cleaning part.
Oh, I have two bags that I just because I've been like constantly like stuff that I haven't worn in a while or stuff that just
Yeah,
is way
yeah.
too big or too, I've just been kind of compiling into a pile and everything. And finally I put it in a couple bags the other day. I still need to just take them somewhere. Uh
Hmm.
and not to Goodwill or Salvation Army because we talked about that with Elvira from Thrifts, but there's
Mm,
some smaller places where I can take that clothing to be donated. And I'm just I'm really antsy right now. I'm really antsy. I
yeah.
really, and same thing. I am going through stuff and throwing things away. And actually,
Hmm.
you know what I've been doing? I've been not on purpose, but I've been breaking a lot of shit. Like
And it's
I wanted to. I broke one of my wine glasses because I was trying to clean it. Went too hard
hmm
and crack.
hmm
And it's the one that has wine and chisme etched on it. And I was like, no.
Oh no, I've
And
been
Antonio's like,
dropping a lot
well,
of things.
I dropped a whole pitcher, glass pitcher this morning. I didn't
Oh my
drop it, I
God.
actually pushed it off and crash. And so I had to make sure the dogs weren't like around.
Hmm.
Girl, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's not just you. It's not just you. I've been dropping a ton of things. I've been in like a weird headspace, and it's weird. It's not like a bad or sad.
Is it just like that? Oh,
It's just
but
like
I don't
weird.
know what's
Like I
happening.
don't know.
Yeah, no, I get
It's just
it.
I don't
I
know.
get it. I get the weird like
And it's
thing because
weird,
I've done that too, where I'm just like, and I'll tell Antonio, I'm like, I feel weird today. And I don't
right?
know
And
why. There's no
it's
reason.
hard to explain.
Yeah. It's just like this icky, but not quite like
Hmm.
bad.
It's not bad. It's
It's just
not
like this,
bad.
ugh, kind of
That's
feeling that
why
comes over you.
that's why it's hard to explain because it's not as simple as I feel sad, I'm depressed, I'm unmotivated, I'm happy. Like it's just it is.
It's just, I
It's
am
it
weird. I
just
feel
is.
weird.
I feel weird. There's no explanation. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to express myself. I don't, but it's not bad. It's not alarming. It's not worry. So like I shouldn't worry. No one should be worried.
Right.
It's just weird. I feel like I'm off like floating into space and just
You're
kind of
floating
I
into
see Earth.
space.
I see Earth and I'm like, all right, cool. I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm like attached, safely attached to a spaceship.
Okay, your
But
weird and my weird are different then because
I'm just like, I'm telling you, it's hard to
but I think
explain.
we all have that weird, hard to explain feeling. I totally agree. We all get that weird. I don't feel like I'm attached to a spaceship, but I'm safely attached type of situation.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not like floating. I don't feel like, oh my God, I'm out here and I'm like lost. I know I have some kind of harness or so. I'm attached somewhere. I'm not out here floating
Like a
aimlessly.
dog with a harness. It's
Yes,
gonna let
yes.
me go.
Let me tell you, that's what I feel like right now. You see, you have two dogs, so you know, and they have their harness and they kind of want to scurry around,
Yeah,
but they're held back.
yeah.
That's how I feel.
They want, yeah, no, that's how you feel. You want to scurry
I
around, but
want
you're
to
being
scurry
held.
around. I want to do all the zoomies, but I can't. And it's not
I say
bad.
you
I
should
just
do the
can't.
zoomies. Maybe the zoomies will make you get out of the weird spot. Do the
Maybe,
zoomies.
maybe,
I think
maybe.
that's what you need is to do the zoomies and it'll help get you out of the funk.
I think so. I
The
think I'm gonna have
zoomy
to do that.
funk. Should we, hey, the zoomy funk.
I'll tell you, we should coin this. Like we're saying it right now in the May Chisme episode. Do the
The
zoomies.
zoomy funk. Do the zoomy to get out of the funk. Do get your zoomies
Yes,
out.
yes.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Girl, I've just been, you know what, lately I've been so exhausted. So exhausted. Like I put
Hmm.
out any exertion at all. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, take a nap. But then it's hard to take a nap because if I take a nap, then I
Right,
won't be able to sleep at night. So don't take a nap.
right,
It's like this vicious cycle. It's this whole like I'm not perimenopause anymore. I'm full menopause because of obviously my hysterectomy and everything.
right.
But and I feel like for a while I was like good, good, good. I mean, Saturday this Saturday, because
Hmm.
this is being recorded on Monday to be released Wednesday, Saturday. I am doing my first half marathon. I'm doing the San
Oh my
Diego
gosh, that
Rock and
came
Roll.
quick.
I know. So I'm walking it. I don't, girl, your girl does not run. I am walking. But lately I just do a couple miles and I'm like, and if I do a bunch, like if I like
Hmm.
a couple weeks ago, I think I did like 8 miles, 9 miles, and I felt good. But then if you stop, like my friend's like, oh, I'm in town, which I love my friend. She's amazing. Courtney, you've met Courtney.
Yes.
Um, then I stop. And if you stop and sit down, that's it. You're not doing
Yeah,
anymore.
you're done. You're
You're
done.
done. And I even wasn't, I was like, I was maybe 2 miles from the house and I could have done the last 2 miles, but I was like, nope, I got an Uber to go because I was done at that point.
But at least you did some. At least you did some.
Yes. But lately, I just feel like I just do the smallest thing and I'm white. And it is the most
Hmm.
frustrating thing. And I did tell my mom a couple weeks ago because I was just crying for no reason. And I just couldn't, I just felt bad. I was crying and I felt horrible about myself. I was in a funk. I was, I couldn't even do the Zoomies because I feel exhausted.
We're
And
gonna
I
have to
call,
just schedule Zoomy time.
yes. And then I called my mom and she's like, Mija, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't know. I just feel so blah blah. I don't know. And I was like, I want to just
Hmm.
tell you I'm so sorry for like all the grief we used to give you about being in menopause and the flashes. I don't really get hot
Hmm.
flashes. I get warm. Like
Yeah.
the other day, Antonio and I were in the living room and I like to keep all of the windows open in the house and the fans going. Like that's also how we grew up, right? We wouldn't turn the AC on unless we absolutely had to.
Had
Like,
to.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, and I grew up in inland San Diego, North County, and so it does get hot. So, but we would sleep with the windows open and everything, and so that's how we sleep now. I sleep with the windows open, the fan on, and Antonio put on his sweatshirt. He's like, "It's cold." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, I'm
No.
hot. And I had a blanket on, like a this blanket on. But I had my feet out. That's how I regulate my temperature.
Let me tell you, I cannot have my feet hot. I can't.
No.
I can't do that.
If your feet are cold, you're
Ugh.
cold. If my feet are hot, I'm hot. Like it
Yes.
totally
Yes.
regulates my
Yes. It does.
temperature. So I had my feet out, but then I ended up he starts closing the windows. Instantly, I start getting warmer. I take the blanket. I'm like, what is going? He's like, it's cold. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not cold. I think it was probably in like the low 60s.
Mm.
And this is how wimpy we are in Southern California. It was in the low 60s, and my husband is closing everything up,
Low
freezing,
60s. That's ideal for me.
freezing his balls off, putting on a sweatshirt, turning off the fan. He didn't even turn off the fan, he unplugged the fan. I had to plug it back in when he went to the bed. I had to
Oh
plug it
my
back in when he
God.
turned on because I was like, I'm more. I mean, I wasn't having a hot flash, but I was warm. And so
Right.
I'm definitely the one now where it needs to like I need to sleep in cooler temperatures. I would rather have more blankets and
Hmm.
have it cooler in there, but I half the time I still kick off half the blankets anyways.
I've been wanting to find those the sheets that like the
The
cool
cooling
sheets.
sheets.
Yeah, I need that. I need
Girl,
that so bad.
I
I
am
mean, I
like
don't know. I don't know anyone that has tried them, so
if you've tried
we'll
them, let us
see.
know. If you've tried them, let us know.
Yes,
But
and
no,
let us know in the comments. We want to know. I need to know.
I need to know. I need to
I
know.
need to know
Tell
it's
baby girl Erica because she needs to know.
this is gonna be crucial for these summer months. I need to know.
Yeah. No, I'm just, I am so just, even now, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired just from driving up to my parents. I don't know why. It's so frustrating. I mean, I'm back on my HRT.
Mhm.
Thank goodness, because the month that I had to wait, or the 6 weeks I had to wait for it to come back from back order was horrendous. Let me tell you,
Mm,
terrible month. I just felt like, and I feel like I haven't recovered from that. Like I
right.
was doing really, really good. Then HRT ran out. It was on back order. We are waiting and waiting and waiting. And I feel like all of that built up, whatever, like I feel like it still has not gotten back on track. It sucks.
Mm,
Sucks. I'm just like, I
I
want to,
know. It's been low energy. It's definitely
yes,
been low
low
energy.
energy because like
Um,
I'm done.
I've been feeling that. I know I've been feeling like the past what like 5 months, just this first half of the year. Again, it's not sad. It's nothing. It's just literally like low energy.
Yeah.
Everything requires thought and I have to psych myself up for everything. And it's just low. Even when I get a good night's sleep, I'm awake, I'm alert, my mind is going, but I feel very mellow, very low energy.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, one of the things that I for sure need, I mean, well, I think also the school year's coming to an end. I only have one more day of work before we're off for the
Mm-hmm.
summer. And I think there's just a lot of things built up because I think I told you we got approved for a home loan
Yes.
and we've decided we're going to wait a year. Um, but we're starting to look just to look
Right,
to see what
right.
we
That's
like,
good.
look at open houses so we can get an idea, look at
Yes.
the neighborhoods. So we decided we're going to wait another year because we just wanted to save a little bit more money. I mean, we already have our down payment. We're
Mm-hmm.
so grateful to my mother-in-law. We already have the down payment. We already have an idea of where we want to be, but we want to continue to check, like for sure. But we also know that
Right.
there's other things that we're going to need to have ready. So we want
Mm-hmm.
this next year to help build up our savings more, to build up like ever to pay things down. Like by the end of the year, my car will be paid off. So that's more money we can now push towards like saving. Um,
Right.
so we just decided it would probably be in our best interest to wait another year before we actually like truly start house hunting.
How long
But
have you had your car?
I got it 5 years.
Okay.
I got
Oh,
it in
okay.
2001. Yeah. I got it in 2001 and it was a 6 year loan. I wanted it to stay, I guess because of the amount of payments I want or the where I wanted to keep my payments, it made it go to a
Mm-hmm.
6 year loan, but I'll have it paid off in less in like I think 5 years. I will be August, I guess technically, and then I'll have it paid off by December.
Okay.
So by the end of the year, it'll be paid off. So then that's extra money we can put into our savings because we know there's going to be things that we need. Like we want a new bed. We know we're going to have to get new couches.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just like little things that we're going to need, right? We don't know.
Yeah.
It depends if somebody leaves a washer dryer, if we have a washer dryer, or if we have to get a new washer dryer. If somebody leaves the
Mm-hmm.
fridge, are we going to have a fridge or do we need to get a fridge? So, like all
Right.
those things, like those, because we have a bed now, but we're going to put that in the guest room.
Right.
And because Antonio wants a California king. Um, so when he gets to California, when we move, we need to make sure we have a room that will fit a California king and our
Yes.
stuff. Like
Yes.
it's all these little things that you don't totally think of that we are basically at that point where we're like, okay, now let's really get an idea. So we went to our first open house and it was so cute. We get there and Antonio goes, we look at the rooms and we're like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is small. Antonio's like, you know what? If we had something like this, I would want to break this wall down so we could make a bigger, like, suite and like a bigger primary suite. And then, of course, he goes
Right.
out and looks at the HVAC, like the air conditioner, water heater,
It's the
which is,
best.
oh my gosh, let me tell you, to have somebody who can already do that is so
Mm-hmm.
awesome,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because those are things he's like, as far as things, those are going to be what you're going to spend the most on, or your HVAC system, right?
Yeah. I
Air
mean,
conditioning.
for any men out there listening to this episode, just keep that in mind. Women want handy men. Okay?
Oh my
So
gosh.
go do the YouTube tutorials, go read some books, be handy.
Let me tell you, anytime he fixes
We want
something,
that.
I want to jump his bones right then and there. I'm like, so hot.
Let me tell you, having the handy, it's not that women can't do it, right? That's not it. It's that you have someone that just kind of, yep, I do this, oh, this looks like that. Like, you don't gotta worry about it. That's
I mean,
amazing.
I've had to do my fair share of things when I was single.
Hmm.
But, and then Antonio jokes with me and he's like, when I ask him to do something, he's like, I thought you were single for 347 years. I'm like, shut up. I'm like, I was. Can I do it? Yes. Do I want to? No. I have
Thank
you.
you.
I'm
Thank
married
you.
now. I don't have to do it. And have you
It's
seen those?
about a woman's, what is it? The right
It's
to
my
choose,
prerogative to
the
not want to
choice.
do it. It's not my prerogative to not want to not have to do it.
Yes.
I have somebody to do that for me. So I remember, what were we doing? Oh, I was watching, like, I don't know, Instagram or TikTok or something. This was like a while ago. And he said, I saw it and laughed. And I think he ended up seeing it and then sent it to me. I'm like, oh yeah, I was gonna send this to you. Where it's this girl
Hmm.
where it's like, or it's like from the wife's perspective, me when my husband's not home. And it's her picking up all of the heavy stuff, moving things and everything.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as the husband gets home, it's, oh, I need your help. Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? Like, guilty. That's so me. So me. Because again, I don't want to do it. Can I?
Right.
Yes. Do I want
Yes.
to? No.
No.
There is a difference. And
100%.
and when I was single, if there was something I really don't want to do, I would just hire somebody to do it.
Yep.
Now I don't have to hire somebody. I married somebody who could do it.
Savings. It's savings.
It
It's
is
girl math.
saving. That's a girl math. Get married and save money. And we,
That is girl math.
that, yes. Oh, what we did see? So I had to tell you, yesterday I did tell you that we saw Devil Wears Prada too.
Yes.
Okay. So we go into, because we were debating which one we wanted to see, Michael or Devil Wears Prada 2. So we flipped a coin because we didn't know. We couldn't make up. He was trying to tell me to make up my mind. I'm like, I want to watch both of them. I don't know which one I want first.
Hmm.
So I was like, all right, you call it and I'll flip it. Well, the first one I did, I just kind of threw it and let it fall on the ground. I'm like, I lost the quarter.
Oh no, we lost it.
But I had another quarter. So we were okay. And Antonio's just looking at me like, really? Really? You couldn't even flip the coin. You lost the coin.
At that point, you should have just gone home.
We were at home. We were trying to decide what movie to go see. And then I did it again. I caught it this time. I was like, okay, I'm not going to let it just fall. And so it was Heads, which was Devil Wears Prada. And so we went to go see the sequel and we sit down, we get popcorn, and then we sit down. And Antonio looks at me and he's kind of like smiling and he goes, you know what?
Hmm.
He goes, I should say that I'm only here to see this because you want to see it, because my wife wants to see this movie. I'm here to see this movie. And he goes, and then he looks at me and goes, but I really want to see this movie.
How
It
was it?
was
I haven't seen it.
it was so cute. It was good. I mean, obviously, I will say this. The first one was, I guess the first movies are always better. I mean,
Hmm.
I mean, it was better the first one, but it was good. There was a couple of lulls where I wasn't sure. Like, for example, I had seen some people talk about this certain thing. Like, they brought in this love interest for her, and
Hmm.
it felt like it was just weird. I mean, not the way they
Uh-huh.
met wasn't weird. That was but it just felt like, does she really need a love interest right now? Like it
Mm-hmm.
just,
It didn't have to happen.
no, it didn't have to happen. And I would say like Miranda is absolutely way more empath. I don't know if I would say empathetic, but she's nicer in this movie.
Hmm.
But also, have you noticed that Anna Wintour seems to have like more of an open personality now? So I wonder if it kind of mirrors that.
Maybe.
Because I
Maybe.
mean, remember she was on Vogue with um Meryl Streep as Miranda.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she has. Well, I mean, I guess it's also like evolving and getting with the times. Like
Oh, for sure. I
you
mean, it
have
was,
to be out there. You can't be like this ice queen
yeah.
behind
So
like the castle walls. Like that just doesn't fly anymore.
yeah, so I guess it felt like there was definitely a mirror kind of happening with that,
Mm-hmm.
maybe art imitates life or life imitates art or a bit of both on each side. But it
Right.
was good. We enjoyed it. I mean, it was definitely full circle. It was great how, of it ending and everything. So I would say it was good. It was good. It wasn't a bad movie. The first one was
Mm-hmm.
better, but it was good. I'm glad we saw it. It was,
Okay. Okay.
but we want to see Michael. I want to watch Michael.
I know I'm behind in like there were so many movies that I wanted to watch this year, and I'm so behind. I haven't seen
Okay.
Michael. The kids went without me
I
because,
see. That's messed
first
up.
of all, you know what it is? And this has nothing to do with like my age or
And
anything.
when
I've
wait,
always been
when
this
Erica
way.
says the kids, she means her nieces and nephew. She doesn't mean her
Yes.
kids.
My part-time children. I'm like a freelance mom.
You are, well, Gio does live with you, so
Yes, 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 he does. But they went, so I don't go to the theater after 10. And this is something like when I was a teenager, young adult, I can't start a movie after 10 in the theater. I'm gonna fall asleep.
I was about to
I'm just gonna
say,
fall asleep.
I can't go that late
I
anymore.
can't do it. So they went and they saw like an 11 o'clock show, and I was like, guys, you know what reasons I'm out. I don't need to even explain myself. They went, they saw it, they loved it. But I haven't seen that. I haven't seen The Devil Wears Prada. Yeah, I haven't been to the movie theaters. Even when Scream 7 came out, which was I think it was a terrible movie.
Oh, really?
Gio and I, yeah, we didn't like it that much. I mean, we pirated the movie. Sorry. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be honest.
Oops, she did it again. No, well,
I
okay.
hope
I
nobody
don't
comes
even
after me, but
remember. We were trying to think of the last movie we saw in
it
the
gets
theater.
expensive.
But
It
this
gets so
time, like
expensive.
for the first time in a long time,
Hmm.
there are movies that I like there are movies that we actually want to see in the theater this year.
And
Like
I
it's been a
love going to the
long
theater. I
time,
love going to the movie theater.
but it's
And I love
expensive.
like going on solo movie theater dates in the afternoon, like summer Fridays. Oh my God. I love it.
Oh, well,
But
we went in the afternoon. I
expensive.
think we went at like 1:30 or so. I think that's what time the movie was, at like 1:30.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, I got to tell you what happened at the end. Not of the movie, but while we were in the movie theater. Towards the
Uh-huh.
end, it was like maybe the last 20, 30 minutes. All of a
Hmm.
sudden somebody comes in and you hear somebody go, "What? What?" And it's this old woman and this old man coming into the theater towards the last part, right? And this man must be hard of hearing because he was yelling, "What? To the left, to the," and then everybody's like, "Shh," because they're trying to listen. And he was yelling. He was yelling. And then he's like, "Where are you at?" "There." And I was just like, and me and Antonio were just
Oh my
laughing
God.
because he's an old man,
I
right?
know, like,
Like he's an old man. His wife has a walker. He can't hear. Like I
there's a
don't know
lot
if they
going
were. I
on.
don't know what was. I don't know if they wandered into the wrong movie. I don't know if they're there for the next showing, so they're gonna. I don't know what's happening, but full on interruption to the movie. And everybody's like, shh. And then some woman is like, you need to be quiet. And he goes, shut up. And then I hear, and this is happening like right behind us, but we're not even turning around. We're just giggling because we think it's so funny. And then this guy is telling this girl, or the guy that I guess that she's with is like, you can't talk to her that way. And I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
he's an old man. Like, me and Antonio look at each
Relax.
other. I'm like, he's an old man. He just, so when we're walking out, me and Antonio are still cracking up. And then the guy in front of us, he goes, that old man, right? And we're like, it was, oh my gosh, it
Oh
was
my
so, and
God.
something was in the air yesterday. So then I have to walk to CVS. I walked to CVS to get my prescription. I had to get my, you know, hormone patches.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk in, I go straight to the pharmacy and I'm walking out. That's all I'm getting. I'm walking out. And as I'm walking out, there's one Latino and two Black employees. And the security guard is a Black employee as well. Then, and this is very pertinent to this story. Then there's a man who had already passed in a wheelchair and he's in the wheelchair. I don't know what he's saying because I'm walking out. And then I hear, I'm as I'm walking out, I hear the man saying, you all need to learn to speak English. And
Oh.
it's a man in a wheelchair. And I'm like, I know these people. I know these cashiers at CVS. I'm here all the time. They all speak English and not with an accent either.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where he's getting this. And then I hear the security guard go, all right, you got to get out of here. You can't come in here anymore. I don't know. And I'm like, what in the world is happening? I don't know what. I mean, literally. And then as I was standing for my prescription before then, I walk up and the pharmacist is
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, are you here to pick up? I said, yeah. There's a lady standing there. And he goes, oh, are you two together? And I don't know if he saw her or whatever. And she went off. No, I was like, no. And she's like, no, we're not here together. I have been standing here for a very long time. You didn't even say
Oh my
anything to me. And
God.
I was like,
People are doing too
okay.
much.
I girl. So I'm just standing there. What am I gonna do? I'm just waiting for my script. Like I just want to not go crazy because I need my hormone patches. I just don't want to feel like in a permanent funk. So I'll wait. I have no problem. That's fine. You get your script. But the lady was on a tear. The old man at the front in a wheelchair was on a tear. Old couple in the theater were on a tear.
Yesterday was not the day.
It was an odd day. And then my friend Yvonne came down and we went to see a one woman play.
Hmm.
Um and by the Biz Bruja is her Instagram name.
Okay.
And it was really great. And then afterwards they were like, oh, let's go out for drinks. And where they decided to go to drinks, where my oldest son is a sous chef. So we just happened to
Oh.
walk in, and then I was like, "Oh, tell Quentin that his mom's here." So they go and tell
Mm-hmm.
him, and he comes out, and he had a big old smile, and he gave me a big hug. He's like, "Oh, I'm so happy!" Like he was, he was like, "I'm so happy to see you. You didn't tell me you were coming." I'm like, it was
Mm-hmm.
even my thing. It was the last minute thing because this
Right.
restaurant you're supposed to have reservations, and they had somebody not show up, and then because she
Right, right.
recognized
And then
my
you were able
son,
to.
they're like, "Well, we got a table for you." So, so it was, one of those days. But we were talking about the last movie we saw in a movie we couldn't even remember in a theater. We couldn't even remember
I
the last
can't
movie we saw in
remember.
a theater.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know. I have no idea.
I saw a movie, a show, and a bunch of mini shows yesterday.
Yeah, I've just been watching. I've been rewatching a lot of movies and shows.
What have you been rewatching?
What have I been? So I've been rewatching Schitt's Creek.
Oh, okay. I've been trying to rewatch. I didn't
I've been
watch the whole
rewatching
thing, so
it.
I'm like I've watched like random episodes, but now I'm like watching that.
Hmm.
We're watching The Boys on Prime.
Oh my gosh. When the show first started, I was watching it. So I watched season one, but then I don't know, there was like some lag between season one and season two, and I kind of forgot about it. This happens to me all the time lately with shows. Like it just takes too long to come back. And then you kind of forget where it is, and like then I try to go back to watch season, and I don't know. At this point, I've only watched season one.
Okay, you got to
I've
start
tried
watching
to
season
go
two.
back again because I do want to finish. I do like the
Did
show,
not the
but
first 10 minutes of the very first episode have your mouth like drop?
I mean the first episode was good. I watched the first season.
That's what
I
I'm
watched
saying.
it
Like the
through.
very first 10 minutes of the first episode, you're like,
Yeah, you're like, what am I watching?
actually, I've had a few of
But I
those.
can't
Did
stop
you watch the last
watching.
episode of season one?
Yeah, I mean it
Where
was so
and you
long
were you like
ago.
this
It
with your
was so
mouth
long
open?
ago, yes.
Okay, you need to get back into
But
it.
I
You
need
need to get
to
back
like
into
that's the
it.
thing. So much time had passed, and like, what is the season five? Is this the last one?
Yeah, it's the last one.
So it's like, okay, I have to literally go back to the beginning because I have no idea what happened in between.
Okay, well, you
And
got then
then
start over and watch it with
I
us.
know I
Let
have
me
to
tell you.
start. Okay, I'm gonna start over.
So Jack Quaid, the son of Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid, is in it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
his smile definitely mimics his dad, like that smile. But man, he
Mm-hmm.
totally looks like his mom. And there's a couple of times where he's just kind of looking off or being a little pensive and everything. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
damn, he looks just like his mom.
It's so weird because he has his moments where he looks a lot like his dad. And
Yes,
then he has his moments where he looks a lot just like his mom. It's really bizarre because
yes.
depending on what it is or what you're
I
watching,
feel like
he looks
that's
like one or the other. He doesn't look like both of them together.
that feels like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's biological kids as well. They
Yes.
both look so much like both of their parents.
Yes.
Very like the oldest Shiloh, she looks exactly like her mom, but when she was next to Brad Pitt, which I don't know what happened all
That's another
yeah, that's a whole other
who
thing.
knows? Who knows what's going
Yeah,
on
because
there?
she doesn't go by Pitt anymore. She changed her name to just Shiloh Jolie. Um, that he like she looks exactly like him too. So it's really crazy. I don't know. What else like what are you kind of just fed up with right now though?
What am I fed up with?
Yeah.
Everything.
I mean, that's the
Everything.
whole
I'm done with it all.
I know.
I
God.
just I don't know. Like that's another thing too. Like, and we were talking about this earlier. Just like everything is so heavy right now.
That's why we decided
And
not
then
that's why we decided
you
not to talk
feel
political stuff because everything just
right.
feels so heavy and we just want we're like, you know what? Let's just have a bitch fest.
But then you feel like then I feel bad about these moments of levity because I'm like, oh God, maybe I shouldn't be
But
feeling
you
this
know what?
light. But
Okay,
then
here's
you
the
have
thing.
to.
Yes, you have to. Erica, I have gotten so many messages in regards to our month end chisme thing,
Hmm.
just saying like, "Oh, I love your month end episodes. They're so funny. They're so light. They make me like." And I know the last couple months we've talked about it, but this month
Hmm.
it feels like May
Right.
has felt like the never ending month for
It's been a
some
long month.
reason. It really has felt like
It's
it's
been a
been
long
so
month.
long, but I just, you know what? That's why I was like, let's just talk. Let's just whatever because
Hmm.
we don't do that enough, right? I mean, obviously I
Right.
when I'm interviewing, but just to have like a conversation between two
Hmm.
legitimate friends and just be able to
Yeah.
bitch because we know each other,
Yep.
we know each other's like families. You've been to my house, you've been to my wedding, you know my dogs, you know my husband,
Hmm.
you've met my parents, like
Yes, I know everything. And
yes.
you stayed in my house.
I know your
You met my
family.
whole family. Like,
Yes. Yes. Did you
I
tell your sister
know.
I better get a wedding invitation? I
I
told
did.
her.
And she's, oh my gosh, she's like ready to elope. I'm like, girl, just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
I'm like, let's just all buy some plane tickets and
Go to
go on
Vegas.
a
Go to
vacation.
Vegas. I could be in Vegas in like 4 hours.
Because she's like, oh, I want a wedding. And I get it. Like, I get it too. Because at first I was like, oh, girl, just elope. And then I was like looking at random wedding stuff, of course, on TikTok, and it just comes up. As soon as you mention something,
Oh yeah.
there goes your phone listening, and down the
Yeah.
rabbit hole you go. And then I was like, damn, but it is nice to have a wedding. But then now I'm just like, in this economy, just girl, just go sign that paper and go on a fabulous trip.
So
So
you
she's
were
been
at our
going back and forth with
actual,
it.
well, here's the thing. Our ceremony, we only had 10 people at our ceremony, maybe 12 people.
Right.
I mean, our ceremony was very, very small.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because Antonio wanted something. We both initially wanted something really small, but venue
Mm-hmm.
wise and price wise, I know it sounds really silly, but venue wise, we wanted something that was near the water. Obviously, we were
Mm-hmm.
right at the dock.
Yeah, it was
We were
fantastic. It was
right on the
beautiful.
water, but also we needed to make sure that we had um we had accommodations for my cousins and his stepdad because they were
Mm-hmm.
all in wheelchairs. So we needed to make
Right.
sure we had a place that was wheelchair accessible. And the other thing is I wanted to make sure that the restrooms were like inside the venue, that we didn't have to go somewhere else to go to the red, like go to
Right.
another building or something like that. So where we ended up having it, it was a really great price. We did it on a Monday, as you know. So everybody just made a long
Yes.
weekend of it. And then we had like the room that we actually wanted was over the water, but they because they had other rooms that are ADA accessible, that one wasn't ADA accessible. So we didn't get that one because we knew that we had a couple of family members in wheelchairs and that wasn't going to work. So we ended up
Mm-hmm.
with like the bigger room, and so then we ended up inviting more people because we were only going to have like 50 to 75 people. And we ended up inviting, I think, like close to 200 people. We knew some people weren't going to come. We just wanted to make sure we
Right.
invited them. And I think
Right.
day of, we still had like 135, 140 people on a Monday. Most
Yeah, it
who,
was full. It was
yeah,
full.
most who were from out of town or out of state.
Mm-hmm.
My friends, my side. I think Antonio had 2 or 3 tables. I had the rest.
Yeah, because it was me, Yana, Astrid,
Mhm.
Courtney. You had quite a few people come in.
Yeah. And that's just, and then I had my friends from Texas
Yeah,
come
yeah.
in. I had one of my friends from Vegas come in, Arizona, North
Mm-hmm.
California. Uh,
Right. Oh,
like,
right, because Ellie was there too.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Well, Ellie is technically in Florida now. Whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. Ellie
I
left us. Whatever.
know, right? She left Cali, then she left New York. It's
I
like,
know. Now she's in
what did
Florida.
what did we do? We
I
like ran her out.
did we, it was. She was here with me, there with you. What would like did we push her out? Ellie, we love you if you're listening. Didn't mean to push you out because we do love you.
Oh
No,
my gosh.
but by doing that, by keeping the ceremony small, I we
Mm-hmm.
paid 0 for the ceremony because
Mm,
in San
okay.
Diego, you have to have a permit if you have a gathering of 50 or more people and if you're setting up. So we were just
Mm-hmm.
like, let's keep our immediate family.
Right.
And then and we didn't set anything up because we knew it was going to be a short ceremony. The ceremony was made not even 10 minutes long, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend was the one who she got ordained, and she was the one who did our ceremony. And then we went over across the street to where the party was. And that's really where
Right.
so our ceremony, you can do a combination. That's why I feel like we did. We did a very private wedding, very
Mm-hmm.
small actual wedding. The reception, we went big,
Right.
and
Right. Then she's
everybody
thinking
got
about
drunk.
that too. She was like, maybe I should do like a like a small ceremony and then just do the reception.
Because everything costs. Like even if you have your
Yeah,
ceremony in the same place that
yeah,
you have your reception, they still charge like for the decorations and for this and for that.
yeah. And then as
So,
soon as you say wedding, the price is double.
okay, but don't not say wedding. Because I
Okay.
will say this. I'm I worked my I worked all my connections, right?
Mm-hmm.
DJ is somebody I've known for a few years. He We got a really great price on the DJ. Photographer is the husband of a former coworker of mine, so he did our engagement photos also. I would say the one thing that I wish we had budget for
Mm-hmm.
was a videographer. I wish we would have had
Mm,
budget for. We didn't have money for a photographer and videographer,
right.
but I wish we would have had um both. And then the one thing I probably would have changed because I didn't think of it, and I don't know why I didn't think of it, is having the photographer follow us at the tables to get pictures of everybody, because we don't have
Mm-hmm.
pictures of a lot of the people that were at the wedding. It's
Oh, really?
I mean, we have some while we're dancing and everything, but it's when we went around to say hello to everybody, we should have had the photographer come with us so we could have
Mm.
gotten pictures with us, with everybody. Like those people got pictures. So basically, I'm still like, if you have pictures from the wedding, can you send them, please? But that's the one thing I probably would have changed. Otherwise, it was a beautiful DIY wedding. My sister and my cousins, and they all helped so much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I would say with everything all in, we probably I'm guessing 13 to 15,000.
Okay.
That's fully all in, and we didn't go into debt for
That's
anything.
that's really
And
that's
that's a
actually really good.
and that's honestly a guesstimate because our budget we had 7,000, and then um my mom and my sister bought my wedding dress, and my youngest sister Molly, she
Mm-hmm.
really went for like the decorations and stuff. She's such a party planner person.
Yeah.
If she wasn't a nurse practitioner, she would fully be like an event planner because
But
she's
even
really good
like
at that.
the whole weekend was so fun. Like I had like such a good time. Like we got in that night. I went to dinner with you and Antonio that night.
Oh
We
yeah,
had
yeah, yeah.
that burger. Oh my
Balboa
God, that burger was
burger.
so good. Yes. And like we did that. Then we went to the hotel, hung out for a bit, and then the next day we
My
had
bachelorette.
dinner.
Oh yeah,
Yes, so we
yeah. We
did
had
dinner. We did a sushi dinner, and
no,
then
no,
we did
no.
karaoke.
We. Oh yeah, yeah. That was that
Yes,
Friday. Yeah, that was that Saturday. Sorry, because then we had
yeah, that was
the
that
bachelorette.
Saturday.
No, we had yeah. That was Saturday. Was the wait?
Mm-hmm.
Which night was the bad? No, that was Saturday. We had the bachelorette, and
The
then the
Saturday because
rehearsal
then
was
Sunday
the rehearsal dinner.
we did brunch
Yes,
with your mom. She was finessing.
trying to come to the
She was
bridal
finessing
shower.
that whole brunch. She got us so
Oh,
much.
that's right.
And I was like, "Oh, I wish I had those negotiating skills."
See,
That
that's
is
where
what I
I get
lack.
it. That's where I get that part of me.
Because she finessed like I was like, I need that in my life. I need to be that.
My mom. Okay, so let me tell you about my mom. She's been like this my forever, right? My entire life. So when I was a Pop Warner cheerleader and we would have like bake sales and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
everybody has like designated hours that they're working the bake sale. So it was mine and my mom's designated
Uh-huh.
time. So we get there, and my mom does not accept no for an answer. She doesn't, it's not like she always tell me the answer is always no if you don't ask the question, but for her, it's no is never an answer, right? Like,
Right.
and so somebody would want a piece of cake. Well, don't you have why are you buying all that stuff? You go into a barbecue, that means you need the whole cake. You should just buy the whole cake. You're supporting, a good cause anyway. So, or don't you have somebody at home? You should get them a slice. Like she was not just you're getting a slice of cake. It's no, no, no. You have somewhere to go, right? You have people you love. You should buy the whole cake so you can share it. That's my mom. And she would sell it. She would like,
It's a gift.
it's a gift. And then she would tell me, like, I'd be like, great food, cheap prices, blah, 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 support Escondido Pop Warner, blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
And my mom would be like, Mija, don't say cheap because it makes it sound like the food isn't good. You could
Right.
say, you could say, great food, great prices. Like my mom taught
Uh-huh.
me like marketing 101 when I'm in third grade,
Yeah.
right? That words matter when you're trying to sell something or when you're trying to negotiate something or when you're trying to talk to some, like words matter. So finally I was like, great food, low prices. And by the time the next shift came, we had sold out. There was nothing left to sell.
Oh my gosh, that's
So that
crazy.
2 hour window that me and my mom were there, we sold everything. And I say we because I was there too, but it was really my mom.
But she, when I say we, I mean
I mean,
she.
she. No, and I think that just kind of gets me thinking to what is
Hmm.
happening, what I've seen a lot of things in regards to. I saw a TikTok or a thread, of course, right?
Uh-huh.
This is where we see
Yeah, I
everything.
know. It always goes back to social media.
And it's this Gen Z not believing that millennials and older
Hmm.
wrote their papers without AI. That we could write a 10, I guess they were writing a 10-page paper. It's
Right.
impossible. There's no way you guys wrote a 10-page paper without AI. I'm like, 10
We
pages.
did. We did.
Give me a
And a
couple
lot of
hours.
times
I could
it's
have written
single
that.
space
Girl,
because there were professors that were not doing that double space crap.
first of all, we didn't have AI then. We didn't have AI. That wasn't a
No, we
thing.
had the library,
The
we had
library.
encyclopedias.
Yes. I mean, because since I went to college later, we did have internet. But
Hmm.
again, you had to go to like legit reliable sources. You had to know how to,
Yeah, the internet was very limited
yeah. And
in
it wasn't,
resources.
and it's one of those things where if you're booing AI, I guess this is I'm like, this is odd to me, okay? Because you've seen all of these
Hmm.
videos as, um, I thought these commencement speeches of these commencement speakers getting booed for talking about AI.
Right.
However, at the same time you're booing somebody for talking about AI, you are relying on AI to do all of your work. So what
Hmm.
is it? Like you can't rely on AI to do all of your work, but be sad that it might replace what you're trying to get work in. Make
Hmm.
it make sense.
But I mean, like going back to AI and stuff, it's very tricky. I think it's very tricky because yes, you can't solely rely on AI, right? But I feel like it's the same thing with like when the internet became like a mainstream thing. People were freaking out. Everybody thought that things were going to change drastically in terms of the workforce, and it did to some extent, but that's like it
I don't know. I
that's
think
where
some things
progress
that
comes and like we evolve. And then the problem is when the pendulum swings too far to the other side. That's the danger.
yeah.
And we're
Okay.
kind of getting there.
Well, and that's the thing. Okay, so remember we're like several Chisme episodes ago, we were talking about those shorts. How we can get so sucked in to these short mini dramas that come up on,
Oh, those stupid shorts.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but now they have some that are full AI. They used to like
Oh, they're so bizarre though. They're
I
so
don't
weird.
so weird. Like there's the like I used to I have not seen one with people come up on my feed lately. Like
Hmm.
as an ad, I've not seen one with people. They're all
Right.
the full AI ones. One is um this girl who went for a little snake instead of the dragon because she was reborn and her sister and the dragon lover whatever killed her.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
there's this other one where uh she's like a mermaid and her sister again it's always the sister Try and the husband or the lover, whatever, like killing the one sister, and she
Hmm.
comes back and she decides I don't need um this husband, like I'm gonna let my sister have her, I'll go for this other person or this other whatever. And it just made me think like, damn, even these short like mini dramas
Uh-huh.
are all AI. Now, those are ones I would not pay for if they
No, those
because
are terrible. Okay. Those are
they're
even
all
worse.
terrible.
Those are even worse.
Yes. But and they're all this like I've noticed they all the girls look exactly alike with maybe just a teeny bit different,
Right.
but they
It's
all look
weird.
exactly
It's
alike because it's all AI generated. And my thing is like I've paid. I did remember I told you I did a week because I was like, let me see how
yes.
many I can get through. Um, I would do that again, but I wouldn't pay for an AI one because
No, I wouldn't.
my thing is at the very least, you have actors, producers,
Hmm.
directors, you have real people getting paid.
Right. Right.
With these AI ones, it's probably just like one or two people, right? It's probably, I
Hmm.
mean, and they're the one. And so I'm like, I'm not going to ever pay. I'll just watch to see what comes up on my feed,
Yes.
see what I can
Yes.
put. I know that the person who initially died and came back to life, they're going to win in the end, anyways. I know
Well, that's the
that.
thing with AI. Like, I, as a tool, yes, I'm for it. But like, I like no, like I don't want scripts written by AI or like any visuals by AI. Like, not really.
Oh,
And
girl,
like
I've had,
I leaned into it too because honestly, because of like budget restraints, right? So
absolutely ditto, same.
I lean into it, as an assistant, as an editor. But if I was at a point where I was making a good amount of money, not astronomical, but that I can have a team and pay my team, I wouldn't really have to rely on AI because I prefer people. It's the
Agreed.
same thing like when you get on the customer service calls. Like sometimes, yes, I just want to automate it. Like I just want to know my balance. But if I need to talk to someone, there's nothing more frustrating than trying to get through to a live person and they just want you to do the automated.
Oh my gosh. So true. So
Oh my
true.
God, that drives me crazy. I'm just like, I want to talk to a human, zero, operator.
Zero, 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 zero.
Yes, yes. And I feel like that makes people even like angrier. So then when you do get to talk to a person,
You're
then you're
already,
nasty to this person for no reason.
yes. No, it's so, so true. So true that you're saying this because I using AI has helped with the show
Hmm.
notes so much because I
Hmm.
can, like, for example, today's episode, right? We're recording on Zoom. All I have to do is download like Zoom creates a transcript. All I have to do is
Hmm.
download that transcript, put that transcript into AI and say, write the show notes for me. And it'll do that. It'll write this, it'll
Right.
do the summary, write the show notes, make chapters. So now, like previous, say 6 months ago, it wasn't doing this, but now if you're listening to this, you'll see different chapters come up. So it's so much easier to find certain things that we're talking about
Hmm.
because you can see kind of, okay, it's at this time, right? Or I want to go back or I want to go forward. And that helps tremendously because I didn't do that before because it took so long to do that, man.
Right. Right.
And so for that, it absolutely helps. For what we're planning for next year, it's absolutely helping. It's
Hmm.
helping me create timelines. It's helping me create things that I may have not thought of. It's helping you know, so it using it as an assistant, like you said.
Hmm.
But if I
Hmm.
had money to be able to hire somebody, I would absolutely hire
Yes.
somebody because there's certain things that it won't be able to do. Like I would be able to say, can you make this
Hmm.
phone call? Can you send this email? Can you do this? I don't do that with AI. I'm the one who ultimately still has to do everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I
Oh,
made a plea this last week or the other day, and I'm going to continue to make this plea because Erica, I know I told you the other day that a big podcast hosting company reached out to me.
yes. It's exciting.
Exciting. Girl, this is something that I've wanted for so long to be recognized. However, I have to have like and then they said they like the show. They're like your audio is really great quality. And I was like, oh my
Hmm.
gosh, thank you so much. Because I do all of this on my own. Like I don't have an
Right.
editor. I'm the editor, I'm the producer, I'm the host, I'm the social media person. Like
This is
I
a one-woman team.
yeah, and I have you as I'm part of my team because you help with PR stuff. Thank goodness, because when it comes to my own PR, I you give me somebody else and I'm like down. But for me, I'm just like, where
Yes.
do I start? Oh my God.
Yes.
Anyways, so I have to have a certain amount of downloads within a 30-day period. Um, and so that's where we're at. Once I hit like actually okay, you have to have 5,000. I'm just gonna say you have to have 5,000 downloads within a 30-day period.
Hmm.
So he told me once I hit that 5,000 within 30 days, it doesn't matter what 30 days, it doesn't have to be calendar month, it just has to be within 30 days. And it can be
Yes.
across episodes. It doesn't have to be like one, just a particular, it doesn't have to be like one particular episode. It's just 5,000 collective downloads in within a 30-day period. And then once we hit that, they'll help with doing the marketing, with sales to get sponsors. So I can up my podcast game, right? So I can go on tour
Hmm.
again. So I can do all of
We
these
need a
things. We need
tour.
another
We need another
tour.
tour.
Need another tour. So um if you guys have, if you're a new listener, if you're an old listener, if you're not an old listener, if you are like an established listener, meaning you've already been
If
listening,
you're a regular,
if you're a regular, like please like share the podcast, listen to a favorite episode again, do whatever, because I will say this, I'm not gonna lie. I was supposed to be sending out a newsletter every other week, and this last month have really failed with that because I get so down on myself for sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what I want to say on this newsletter, right?
hmm,
Sometimes I'm just like, what do I want to say? I don't want to keep harping on the world as a shit show right now. I want to
right.
keep people I want to keep positive, but it's been really weighing on me. Like we were talking about earlier, like
Hmm. Hmm.
feeling us not talking about politics this episode. We talked
Right.
about it before. Part of you feels like guilty. We should be talking about it. But the
Right.
other part is
Right.
like, I am so overwhelmed. I know that there are so many people out there that are overwhelmed as well
Hmm.
that I I don't want to go there because I just
Yeah.
want us to just have a good time because right now I feel like we need
Hmm.
to grab joy in every
Yes.
place that we can.
You gotta find your joy wherever you can. And like that's another thing too. Like sometimes I feel like today we were talking about that. I feel guilty about not addressing certain things that are going on, not only in this country, but in the entire world, right? But then you also start thinking about like this weekend, I don't know why I was thinking about just people in my life that have passed young, and it kind of snaps me out of whatever funk I'm in because I'm like these are people that didn't get to a certain age. How dare you not like try to live your life to the fullest, right? So then going back to what we're saying, we got to find joy wherever we can because
Yeah.
you just don't know.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, let's fuck it. We're not talking about it. But with that said, I've been hesitating with my newsletters and not sending them out like I should because
Mm-hmm.
part of me is just like, I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna lie. I don't
Right.
know what to say. And I don't want to say it's wasting people's time because it's not, because it's still sharing some of the wine stuff and
Mm-hmm.
it's still sharing some of the, and it's sharing episodes and everything like that. So maybe I just need to be honest on the newsletter and be like, mi gente, I'm sorry. I just don't know what to say this week because my head is in a whirlwind and I just want to say I hope you have an amazing week and find joy wherever you can grab it. Maybe that's just what it needs to be.
I
Here
think
are the
so.
episodes that you may have missed.
Maybe you could find some joy in these episodes.
Yeah, maybe you might enjoying these episodes. I mean, I just got a voiceover class that I bought
Mm-hmm.
um because a girl out here trying to make some coin in any way possible. And
Mm-hmm.
I've
Mm-hmm.
been applying for other jobs, and both you and I have both said like we don't want to go back to corporate, but you got to do what you
No.
got to do in these times.
Yes.
And
No and yes.
you know, but also, it's really rough. So I'm like, all right, well, I got to do what I got to do. So I even, and those are one of the things where I can't make unilateral decisions anymore of just like, oh, I'm going to do this. And it's something that I had to
Right.
talk to Antonio about. And
You're part of a team.
yeah. And he was like, do you think, and he's asking me some questions and he goes, all right, go ahead, do it. You choose which program you want and go ahead and get
Mm-hmm.
it and do it and work hard. So, I'm really fortunate in that, but also I'm not going to shy away about the money aspect of a podcast because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start the podcast to make money, but at this point, 6 years in, it's not,
Right.
I'm not selling a service, right? I'm not selling a
Mm-hmm.
service. I'm not selling a product. Something maybe on the horizon, but like we've done events, we've done virtual wine tastings, but it's not like
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here hawking like product and stuff. So, with that said, by the time this episode comes out, there will be something on the website if you want to support the podcast. If you want to support the podcast financially in any way, shape, or form. Now, I will say this. I know it's a tough time for everybody. I know that prices have gone up. I know
Mm-hmm.
that everybody has to watch their P's and Q's. I understand. I get it. I do not want, if you are struggling, I do not want you to donate. I don't want your money.
Mm-hmm.
But if you find what we're doing at the at Wine and Chisme, if you find what we're doing here valuable, and if you enjoy it, and if you
Yes.
want us to be able to continue,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to continue no matter what. But if you
Yeah.
feel like what is done is being valuable, then, and you in your heart feel the urge to donate, there will be a place for you to do that. Well, from you can donate as much as you want. We're just doing it through Square, so it's very easy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can donate as little or as much as you want. Um, if you feel so compelled. I just want to make sure I'm saying that. But if you're in a spot where you are struggling or whatever, like I don't want you to donate your money. You use that money for you, your family, whatever you need.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I want to be able to get to the point where eventually I'm able to give back um financially as well. We've done some of our live events have we've donated to
Yes.
causes that give back, especially when it comes to like food banks and stuff like that. We've donated to. Um, we just want to make sure, I, we're all in that same boat, right? Like if I
Everything
have it,
costs.
yeah,
Everything costs.
everything costs. So I've had people ask me before if there were ways that they could donate, and I didn't want to do like buy me a coffee because it's wine and chisme, like, and I couldn't change the name of it, right? So I was like, you know what? I can still just create something and it can still go through Square or something like that,
Hmm.
which we already have, and then people can donate whatever if they want. Like it's not subjected to any particular thing. I think we're gonna have like 5, 10, 15, 25, 50, like those type, like we'll have little denominations, but you can
Right.
also donate other as well. And um I want to give a shout out. Now I have to give another shout out. We start doing this. I'm gonna give a shout out to my girl, Christina Cervantes. Chris is actually a friend of mine who I've known since we were 8 years old, but she does listen to the podcast. Faith, like I think she might have dropped off for a little bit, but she does. She's like, I'm starting to listen again. So she's listening. So I want to just give her a shout out. Thank you so much, Chris. You are so appreciated. And every single person, if you send us a message, I just want you to know, I think can you send text to Google Voice numbers?
I'm not sure, but I mean, there's DM, there's
Yeah, you
email,
can send me a
and there's the
DM.
phone number. Like,
Yes.
I want to hear from your audience. I want to hear in the next for the June episode, guys.
And
I want
especially
people.
for,
Go ahead.
well, I'm saying June, but especially for July, because we extended this season by 1 month,
Yes.
so we can end the season at 300 episodes.
I want to share people's stories. I want to talk about topics that people want us to get into and have us chismear about stuff.
That's
And yeah,
right.
I want to hear from people. I love hearing other people's stories.
No,
So send them.
absolutely. Send your stories, but you know, I don't know. We're gonna have to try, but definitely give us a call. That's why we have a number, people. I didn't get a freaking number just for fun. So the number is 858-304-0266. 858-304-0266. I guess try and send a text. If you want to send a text, send a text. See what happens. But you can call, you can send a DM, you can send me an email, which is hola at the wine and chisme podcast.com. If you want to send an email as well, I want to spend our 300th episode like sharing what you guys think, sharing your stories, sharing all of
Yes.
that. So we have a little bit before we do that, but I definitely want to hear from you guys. So not that like legit, this is what me and Erica, we just go for hop, just our real conversation. We did not
Yep.
write anything down of what we wanted to talk about. We're
No,
just like,
no, we
let's
didn't
just
write
whatever,
anything.
jump into it. Let's just have a real girl talk because we can just be how we are and not freaking. I just didn't want to think about politics.
And honestly, this felt so good.
It did.
It
It
felt so
did.
good. It was like pressure off of us. We kept it light, even though we kind of sprinkled in, like it still crept its way into the conversation, but we kept it light.
Not topics. We just said the word. We didn't mention topics in regards to
Right.
political topics. We didn't go into that, which I was happy about. Because I've been enough. Look, as somebody who used to work in politics, right? I used to get that day in, day
Hmm.
out, 24/7. And I'm still a political junkie. So I still watch all of the things where even my husband has to tell me, like, girl, calm down. Like, change it, change the channel. And it's very hard for me because I'm like,
Hmm.
and even when I went to Fresno a couple weeks ago for Mother's Day, and I forget what I said. And I was talking to my mother-in-law and I said, it's not like I want to save the world or anything. And she looks at me and I go, okay, yeah, I guess I do want to save the world. Because she's like, yeah, you do. But maybe that's why it's so overwhelming because you feel like you want to do all of these things and it's hard to
Hmm.
do it by yourself. So,
Yep.
but oh, thank you. I had a good time. It was good. It was a good. I feel like I don't feel heavy. Like
It
sometimes
was
I feel
good.
heavy after we're done.
And even with the pressure off, I had a glass of wine today.
Oh, I
You're
poured
on
more.
glass number two. Mañana se
You like
trabaja.
you like that wink? That's not my real wink because I would never wink that way unless I'm joking. So until next time, mi gente.